Hello again, YouTube. Gecko Ball. I'm back with a world tour, or I guess updated world tour of the beta world. Added a few things. I said 8 months ago now that I would update it when I finished the Castle Town, but in my or it's the process of building the Castle Town, I built a bunch of other stuff. Like when I would take breaks of building Castle Town, I built some other stuff. You can see that there. You can see that. Yeah. So I'm gonna just show this off real quick, a little video, while I am in between new project stuff. So we'll start off with Castle Town. It's kind of the main highlight. There's a lot there. Entrances, same as I believe where I said it was in the original World Tour video. It is through the north exit. You just walk up this path here, and you go into Castle Town. I should have grabbed my map before that. Whatever. Yeah, I'll start. Kind of goes that way, and then that comes back around. That goes down there and back, and then there and around back to the west entrance, and I'll stop there, and then we can head over to some other stuff. We'll start with the first area I built, just like a residential area. Yeah, the houses, I built similar houses in what used to be Labrina City. I rebranded that to Arcolina City. Renamed a whole bunch of stuff. That's why I kind of wanted to grab the map, because it makes it a little easier if I show that. But yeah, so these style houses, I decided to try to make them on like a diagonal instead of just straight. Add some just like a make it different. So yeah, this is just a building, a house. Not all of these are furnished. I kind of stopped furnishing them towards the end because it just took time, and I'm never gonna go inside of any of those buildings anymore. So there's that one. This one's also furnished. This is like basically the same one, but just bigger, less diagonal. A big TV over there, some couches. Then the rest of these are pretty small. This is more of an office, actually. But yeah, little office glass walls. Got this one diagonals. This one's just purely diagonal. This one's tiny here. This one is like diagonal, and it's got like 2 floors. So I don't know. These 4 buildings are pretty lazy, if I say so myself. But at the end of this, instead of building another house, I figured why not just build like a tower thing. So here it is. Put the low ceiling, and then just more stuff up here. Just seats. Bar on each floor. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is the first area. Just kind of houses and other stuff. Yeah, it's like a food stand next to the smokehouse. This is supposed to be like a, I don't know, like how in like a butcher shop there'd be like a, I don't know, a pig or like a cow or something hanging. Probably not a cow, definitely a pig hanging. It's kind of like that. And then there was a bunch of dogs here, so I tamed them too. It's kind of like a fire. So yeah, I'll go that way first, and then we'll wrap around back to here. So if you cross over the river a couple times, you get to another area. This is the most recent part I built. I don't know, it's kind of has some bigger, kind of nicer buildings, and then it's got some smaller ones down by the bay. Didn't name this. I don't know what I was gonna name this. It's kind of just like a restaurant. I don't even know if it is a restaurant. That's why I didn't name it. It's just kind of a building that I furnished. But yeah, not much there. Stay in the hill. I actually kind of like how it turned out though. He used a lot of spruce though. Yeah, these are all just kind of small apartments. None of them are filled. They're all just kind of empty. I don't have to show them off all of them. Like, you get the picture. All pretty small buildings. This one, I think this is my favorite one that I built because I was building that roof and I realized I really liked how that looked. So I moved it. So I used it on the next one. This one is kind of like a mayor's house thing, but I didn't build like a desk or anything. I figured I could just put like a stair and 3 planks right there and like that. But I don't have that stuff right now. Yeah, so I'll continue this way. These are just houses. Well, not all of them. That's a tower kind of house. This is the old. I actually took like some old village houses and like buildings, put them here. So this is like the old church. I messed it up. I realized that when I was building it, but I was just kind of going off memory how I thought it would look. Also, there's no glass panes. If those even have glass panes, I don't remember. And this is another one. Here's another one, the tiny one. And there's a little house here on the water. And there's a tower here, also on the water. You come up the ladder, and you can like see out onto the rest of the castle town. This is just another building. It's 2 floors. I found it. Tamed another dog. There's a dog in there. 2nd floor doesn't have anything on it. But yeah, if you keep following this up, I built like a park and an amphitheater up here. I don't know if they do concerts or plays or anything. I guess in like a medieval time, you would have stuff like this, you know? Plays, concerts. And then up on the little hill next to it, there's a little park with a pond, trees, some benches. You can even sit here and watch the plays too. You don't have to sit in the seats. Yeah, that's really it for this area. I like how it came out. It looks pretty good from up on the rail. I'll show that towards the end when I show off that whole rail. But now on to this part. This part definitely took the longest, and I really like how all this came out. But I'll start at the little cathedral here. This one came out a lot better than the other one. Top, just like you enter this little building, there's like a bell tower, yeah. And then you have the place to sit, and then you can. The preacher goes up here, give their sermon. It's pretty small, pretty simple, but I like how it came out. Like, it looks pretty good, I would say so. Yeah, I'll go up to this one now. This is kind of like a blacksmith building. Every other building, like here down, is furnished except for this one. I literally left this completely empty, and I didn't realize that until after I finished the rest of it. So I was like, oh, what's the point? So yeah, it just kind of sits empty. There's like a chimney here. It's unlit because if I light that, the rest of it burns down. So I just leave it. I like how this building came out. I think it looks pretty cool. Then we have this like kind of modern-y diagonal one. yeah, like this one I've actually decorated it quite a lot. I don't know why I did so much for this one, but it came out pretty good. The two sides aren't even though. Like one of these is like, this is 4 wide, this is 3 wide. I think I kicked this out one more at the back instead of not doing that. But I had to do that to make a staircase, so yeah. Yeah, here's a kind of like a similar to the garrison in the other city. This is kind of like another one, like just a tower, watchtower. Look out over the town, see all like everything that's going on here. Got onto the palace we'll go to later. Yeah, you can also climb this tree, get a better view of this side. The roof of this came out so bad, but I didn't even built it. And I was like, I don't want to take it down again because it's a hassle. So yeah, next I'll go down to the factory. Yeah, here's the factory. There's like some like water tanks here. There's a fountain. It doesn't like, it's just a fountain. And there's some like I added like this stuff. These are kind of like air conditioning. These are you know, note blocks. I don't even know what this is supposed to be, but it kind of fits, so that's there. Here's the power plant. There's literally like nothing special about this. I didn't know what to put inside. This, you can sleep here. There's 2 beds. And there's this like rail that goes around to nothing. Just goes up and around. And then there's like, here's the smokestack at the back. Used a lot of bricks though. I used like all of mine to build this. Yeah, that's this. Wraps back around. You go back up. It's supposed to supply all the power to here, but hell, this is like a medieval town. What's the power for? So yeah, there's a couple more buildings here. Go this one first, we'll go to there. This is another it's kind of the style that you've seen a lot. This one's straight though, like on an angle. It's kind of modern-y too, kinda. I don't know, not really. Just gotta sit here. Little work stuff there. Put a chandelier, some paintings, bed. It's got it all. I mean, this is probably like, of the buildings here, I don't know. This one, I don't like how that came out. That's just the roof though. I'm not much of a fan of this one either. This whole thing, when you stand down here, it looks pretty cool. Like all these like apartments. But then when I'm like up on the castle, like, and looking down, it looks like so dumb. But these are all furnished. I actually put a decent amount of materials into making this whole thing. Tried to make it look nice. Made each one a little bit different. No two are the same. You can see I kind of started running out of ideas of what to put in these though. This one's pretty empty. And then there's this one. This was the last one I made, so it's clearly got nothing in it. Just a bed and some bookshelves. Yeah, and then we get to this one. The idea in my head was like a lot cooler than when I actually like built it. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look bad on the inside. And it's even got a little porch out here. But I was hoping the roof would look better. And then this was my favorite one. Like this is like kind of like the Minecraft house. I don't know. I like how it came out. Big open ceilings. It's got a big window facing to the south and then one to the west. And you got a table, bed, furnaces, crafting table, no chests. You can put them there. And you can walk out through. There's 2 entrances. Front and side. I'm not really sure which one's which. And then it just wraps back around to the west entrance of the castle. It actually gets so dark in here because all these giant trees that I put like torches in all of them, like tried to hide them in spots, but it lights it up so it's not like pitch black. Yeah. I guess I'll go over to the palace now. I'll just go in order. Yeah, I mean, there's no real entrance to this or anything. I just decided this hill was pretty blank and empty. So why not build a cool palace on it? Not really much of a palace, more like a manor, like a mansion. But I'm calling it the palace. I even put a date when I built it, which was 4 months ago. Yeah, it's completely empty on the inside. I didn't bother furnishing it. But from the distance, it looks pretty cool. Kind of have like a big meeting room, dining room. It could be used for other stuff. Kind of cool ceiling. It's used so much stone. I forgot how much of a drag it is to craft. These don't like this smooth stone. Yeah, and then to get to the other floors, you go into this room and you climb a ladder. Yeah, second floor, it's got, you can see from up here down to there. And then you can go to this. Oh my god, this roof was a pain to build. With like the overhang and the way this went, and then because I had it come in on an angle, it's like sloping, not sloping, but curving down and also just going straight out. That was kind of hard to do. Yeah, and then there's one more floor. It's just top one. It's just a tower. You can see out everywhere, all the directions. Yeah, I built like, I built this whole thing in like a span of a few days, like 3 days. But yeah, it's like it slopes down and then, or curves down and slopes down like that. But I think it came out pretty good. It looks pretty good from out here. Yeah. You can see Castle Town from right here too. Looks all pretty nice. You can kind of see it. The forest, it's pretty tall. If you walk around to the port, there's like a forest next to it. It's got like tall trees and like just complete coverage of the canopy. No gaps for the sun, or only a few. You gotta walk over to the port and then the big wheat field. Also about the wheat field, dude, some I guess like a chicken or something spawned up there and like fell down and then just trampled like some crops, like all of it, like all around it. But I don't want to fix that. And you can't really even tell unless you're really looking at it, which is why like I tell. But over here, stuff got out here. You like this pig. He's gonna trample my crops. I don't want that. But yeah, so now we're at the forest. I haven't really given it a name yet. I don't want to name it just like the Labyrinth Forest because that's kind of boring. I think this is cooler than that. Yeah. So you turn the fog up. Oh, it did too fog. It looks kind of creepy. I was thinking of putting like a building in the middle of it, like in the middle of this forest. Just kind of have like a little cabin. Kind of like a creepy cabin out here, but I don't really have anywhere to put it. There's not like enough space in between the trees, and I don't want to like carve out a trunk. So, there went that. But I still think this looks pretty good. It's from the skyrail, it looks cool, and even from like the top of the castle and my house way back over there. It all looks good. And then when I like hold out the map, it's like a dark green over here. You can really see that there's like a forest there. Alright, I'm going to grab the map and then head up to the skyline. Alright, yeah, now we're at the top of the skyline thing. It's kind of a long ride. It goes like way out that way, around, down to there, and then it goes out, around, back, around Arklina City there, and then it goes out into like what I'm gonna call the wilds, out that way. So, yeah. Yeah, I'll overlay this map with the map that I drew with all the boundaries and stuff right now. So, and then just kind of, I'll just talk over it. So you can see like in the middle, in the red is kind of the boundaries of Labyrinth. It kind of goes that like in the main area where the castle is, the castle town and the forest. Like all the way out, yeah, out to the edge of the forest, and even down here by the, or not down here, but like down by the hole and then the old castle and that tower thing too, and also out to the palace. And then kind of southwest of that is the whole part of Arklina, where it kind of follows the desert and then goes out west. I mean, the map doesn't show it, but west of the city that you can see kind of down by that bottom left corner, that's all like a ocean, so it just follows what's west, like the desert, all the way west of that to the ocean. That's all Arklina. And then on the bottom right in the green, the W, that's the wilds, which is kind of not really anything specifically. It's just just no, not really anything as a stake and a claim there yet. Also, that's the same with the top part too. And then there's like the top left and the top right, and also okay, the gray is the industrial district that I shut off last time. You can kind of see it with that like gray patch towards the top right. That's where the mine is, and the cactus farm. Eventually I'll build like a mob spawner thing. But yeah, to the top right, that's gonna be like the mage's place. I'm gonna probably just plant a bunch of like spruce trees and make like a fortress out there sometime. No, really, can't really promise anything on that because I don't. That's like fourth on my list of things I want to do next. And then to the top left, I'm gonna build like another kind of kingdom area. Maybe not make a kingdom, but probably like another big town. But I think I'm gonna focus on like a lot of smaller buildings, kind of how like villages are in like vanilla Minecraft. Just focus on something like that, and but make it like a whole bunch of those, and make it like really like, I guess like land area wise big. It doesn't have to be tall, just big. And then I'll build like another railway connecting to it from the central one. But yeah, that's really it for the map. You could see the dark green of the forest. You can see the parts where the cities are. Oh no, the city and the castle town. You can even see the giant pyramid, which is brown or gray. Yeah, that's all that. I'll take a little spin around the skyline now. Actually, it's probably better if I turn the graphics to fast for this, so I can see without the clouds in the way. Yeah, this goes out. You get a good view of the whole castle. Wheat field, the tower, the port, and the forest from above. Yeah. Then you got the whole the wilds out that way. I was thinking on the other side of this forest, down here, I was gonna build another like town, probably out closer to that side. Build another town there, like maybe have that be like the East Labrina settlement, in this kind of in the shade of the big mountain in the middle. That way, so that the forest kind of has like some type of purpose, and it's not just an empty thing. Maybe build like a windmill on that hill, and then go with the houses down there. I'm not really decided anything yet. But yeah, other than that, this is all kind of wilderness, because I guess the boundaries of Labrina follow this like little beach thing in between here and here. So this is all wilds, or no, this is all the mage stuff, but I'm gonna build that way out there. And then that's kind of where the industrial district is. You can't see it from the skyline because this just goes over the central area. Yeah, you get a good view of the castle town. Oh, actually, you can see it. Well, it is there. There's the industrial district. Yeah, you get another good view of the castle, and then a better view of the castle town. I'll go in the third person so you can see down a little better. Well, now that I'm like up here, I feel like I could extend it out to like there, that whole part. But I don't know. I feel like I've already put so many buildings in there. I don't know like what else to put. I was running out of ideas as it was with that part out by like the bay. But yeah, that's the castle town from above. You have there's the palace kind of on that peninsula that goes out. I think that came out pretty good. I like how it came out. And then this is that other kingdom I was talking about. It's gonna go out here. When I was building the skyline, I was gonna just route this around back to where Argolin is. But then I was like, I saw that, I was like, wait, this area looks pretty cool. It's all pretty flat. And then there's like that forest down there, which that's where I was gonna put the settlement down. Probably have like a harbor by the water, and then it goes up into the forest, and then just a bunch of smaller houses, as I was saying. And then you have this kind of mountain thing at the back. Yeah, I think that would look good. Yeah. Just nice, long, calming ride around the world. It'll look a lot better when there's more stuff built. Oh, the amount of rails this took too. This took forever to finish. I was actually like... Yeah, because this took forever to just place the cobblestone out, and then it did the whole loop. And I didn't even bother counting how many it took. So, and then I just took like stacks and stacks of rails and went all the way around. Yeah, so Labrynna kind of ends with that little loop, and then Arcolina is like all of this part and here and around. On the other side of that, now you can see, we'll see it in a minute, but on the other side of that forest, there's like an ocean area. It's kind of where it all ends. I guess I could fill this stuff too, but I really like how the city came out. It feels like how it's enclosed in the valley-ish area with the little lake. I think that came out like perfect. But yeah, you can see kind of comes to an end with this little ocean area, and this goes out and like way out that way. And even from up here, the cathedral looks pretty cool. That's actually probably like... I wouldn't say the coolest thing. I feel like the castle is the coolest thing, just because the size of it. But this looks the best. I get a good view of the city at night. And this just goes, after here, goes out kind of over the desert and over some other stuff. Yeah, out here, I liked how this looks, like right here, with that kind of shattered thing, and then like this hill. I was gonna make like a mining thing here, maybe. Just for like, make it look cool. I don't know. Then you have the big desert. And then, yeah, so Arcolina kind of follows this, and I guess it just cuts down to the water there. But I have like this area here. I mean, these clouds are covering it, but it's pretty flat there. I was thinking of building like something, I guess, like in this whole area. Not sure yet. That's like way out in the future of stuff I want to build. I have a whole lot of things on the list first. But yeah, all of this is wilds. I guess Labrynna stretches. I think it's this mountain, and then it ends here, over by spawn, and all of that is the mountain's so tall the trees get like cut off, and then you have the library and the whole. You see spawn with the light down there. And then the oil drill and the old castle and the 2 towers. And then we are back at home. So yeah, that's a nice little rail ride. As the music starts playing, kind of look over it all one more time. Yeah, there's the castle. Let's see. the factory and all that stuff. You have the forest and then the palace. That's really everything I built. I think it all came out pretty good. I think next is the town over there, and then after that would be the town out there. And then I guess the Mages Guild. But that's way off into the future. I think the next video I'll make will be those two towns with like the connected railroads to them. At least for this world. I probably might make another video for something else in between. I don't know. Seeing as I haven't uploaded anything in 8 months, I'm not gonna really get my hopes up about being timely about the next thing, because I'm just building when I feel like it. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching. Until next time.